You know, every weekend, all across the country, on thousands of sports fields, a single moment can change absolutely everything. A tough tackle, an awkward fall, a possible head injury. And in that split second, every single eye turns to one person, the volunteer. So today, we're going to dig into an AI co-pilot that's designed to help them through that exact moment of crisis. So picture this. A kid goes down, and they go down hard. The game just stops. You can feel that worried silence from the parents on the sideline. And everyone is looking right at you. You're the coach, the manager, the person they trust. And in that gut-wrenching moment, with all that pressure and a kid's health on the line, what do you do? What's the right next step?
Well, this is what's known as the sideline dilemma. And look, this is not some hypothetical situation, right? It is a heavy, very real, pressing reality for thousands of volunteers who are, let's face it, the absolute heart and soul of community sports.
And here's the fundamental problem, the real gap in the system. We ask these incredibly passionate, dedicated volunteers to take on the huge job of keeping our kids safe. But when a high-stakes incident, like a potential concussion, actually happens, they're on their own. They're left without that immediate expert guidance they so desperately need in that moment. Okay, so I know what you might be thinking, but wait, don't they get trained for this stuff? And yeah, they absolutely do. But what happens when that training, that one-day seminar they did 3 months ago, just kind of fades away in the heat of the moment? Well, that's exactly where the current system starts to break down.
You see, there's this massive disconnect between what we expect and the reality of how our brains work under pressure. We expect a volunteer to perfectly remember these complex protocols while they're surrounded by worried parents. But the truth is, in a crisis, our memory is just not that reliable. The adrenaline starts pumping, and all that crucial knowledge can just, poof, vanish. And all this leads to a whole bunch of failures. That annual tick-the-box training is forgotten almost as soon as it's done. The professional-grade safety systems that big corporations use, they cost way too much for a local community club. But the most critical failure, the real kicker, is the complete lack of active, real-time help right there on the sideline when it matters most. So, if the current way of doing things is failing us, what's the alternative? Well, this is where Charlie comes in. And let's be super clear. It is not designed to replace a person's judgment. Instead, it's built to act as an AI co-pilot, a calm, supportive partner in what can be a really chaotic moment. Now, the fancy tech term behind it is agentic AI, but honestly, forget the jargon. Just think of it like this. You are the pilot in the cockpit. You are responsible for the person in your care. Charlie is your co-pilot. It's not there to fly the plane for you, but it's there to give you the checklist, the guidance, and the calm, step-by-step support you need to make sure everything ends safely. And this right here is the whole mission, to democratize expertise. It's about taking these complex medical protocols, which are usually locked away in dense manuals, and turning them into a simple, guided conversation. It's about putting an expert in every single volunteer's pocket. Okay, so that all sounds great in theory, but how does this AI co-pilot actually work in a real-life situation? Let's take a look at how Charlie is designed to turn that raw moment of panic into a clear, confident, and really structured process. Let's go back to that scene. The child is down. You pull out your phone. Charlie immediately starts a guided conversation, asking really simple, clear questions. What are you seeing? Is the athlete dizzy? And based on your answers, it gives you clear, step-by-step advice. And while that's happening, in the background, it's already creating a secure case file, it's notifying the club's safety officer, and it's getting ready to guide you through the right medical referral process. It's the whole shebang, a complete end-to-end system. The real power of Charlie is in its brain. And look, this isn't some generic chatbot that's just scraping stuff off the internet. No way. Its knowledge base has been meticulously built and checked by actual concussion clinicians. That ensures every single piece of guidance is accurate, reliable, and totally compliant with the latest medical standards. When you step back, you see this is so much more than just a tool for one incident. A system like this has the potential to be a real catalyst, to create an entirely new standard of care and safety for all of community sports. And at the end of the day, the ultimate goal is all about the people. It's about empowering volunteers. The project is aiming to dramatically boost their confidence, to get rid of that fear and that paralyzing uncertainty that can make someone hesitate in a critical moment. It's all about giving good people the right tools to do the right thing, confidently. And the potential impact here, it's massive.
We are talking about an affordable, accessible solution that's designed for over 18,000 community sports clubs in Australia alone. This is all about transforming the safety landscape at the true grassroots level.
And honestly, this is just the beginning. Concussion management is the first really important step, but the vision for this co-pilot idea is so much bigger. I mean, just imagine guided help for de-escalating those heated sideline conflicts, or a co-pilot for managing hazards at the facility. You could even use the anonymous data to give national sports bodies the insights to create smarter, safer policies for everyone.
So, we've seen how an AI co-pilot can bring clarity and confidence to one of the most stressful situations in community sports. But it leaves us with a much bigger question, doesn't it? If we can put an expert mentor in the pocket of a volunteer coach, where else should it be? What other high-stakes jobs could be transformed by having an expert right there with you, right when you need it most?